So hello guys, in today's video we will make this sign in button clickable. Like we will create a login page just like we have created this register page. Okay, so we currently don't have any login page. Actually we have, but it is something like this. So let's go to views. Here you can see that it is basically rendering this login.html, and inside that login.html what we have actually is something like this, but we don't want this kind of login page, so we will make this login page more usable in real life. So let's make it. So now what we will do, let's remove this, and instead of this let's extend that base.html that we have created, just like our register we have extended base.html and loaded static files block content. Okay, so same way we will follow in this too. Load static and mm, block content. Okay, and the block was content. So between this block we want to add the HTML code for the login.html, so it is in our that template folder. I will provide this link for the template. Don't worry about that, where it is, credit card template, and here it is, sign in.html. So in this we already have a header and footer, so we don't want that. We just want this section, not this header. Just copy and paste that section. Okay, now let's see what is happening. So now you can see we have a footer, header, and this sign in form. Okay, so now when we click on this sign up, it should be redirected to register page, and inside register, when we click on this login button, then it should open a login page. So let's fix this. Currently it is not doing anything. Let's go to our code. Inside login we have this sign up. Okay, so inside this href we only want that URL. It was register because we are inside login. Okay, now let's see, this is sign up. Okay, so let's go to register, and here so we will give you an URL and name will be login. Let me see if URLs are correct or not. Where is that URL? Login register. Okay, so now let's refresh this, and let's go to this login, and you can see login page is here and sign up is here. Okay, so let's go to login page, login form. Now we want to give this all details in our form submission. Like when we click on this login, this uh, data, both data should be go to our request. Okay, inside our request, which should be post, I guess. Let's go to our login.html. So what we will do is inside this form, just add here action. Okay, so action should be URL login and method post. Okay, so when we click on that button, submit button, then this URL login should be triggered. Okay, your login view should be triggered, and also add here always add a CSRF token after adding this post method. Okay, here input type is email and class is form control, placeholder is email address, and also let's give here a name so that it can store that entered values. Okay, like here if we enter anything, it will be stored as an email, like email is whatever you enter. Okay, and here the name will be password. So here is everything is okay, I guess. Sign up is okay, and what if any error happens? Okay, so we have to give that we have to uh, include that alerts.html. So just about that form, this form include our alerts.html. Okay, from this includes folder we have created. Okay, also inside our alerts.html, if we want to make some changes, so here instead of this important, we want to show an error. Okay, uh, first of all let me give you example what is happening. Okay, we have to give error email gmail.com. Let's give enter wrong password. Currently there isn't any error is happening. Let me fix this. So what is happening here, when we try to log in with the right credentials, it is not going to home page. Okay, this is why, because of we haven't defined any uh, logic in this view. So let's do that. Okay, let's do that. First of all, we will check if request is post or not. Okay, request dot method is equal to post not. If it is post, then collect email request from the request dot post email. Okay, so it will collect the email from here which we are entering. Okay, why this email? Because we have given here that name is equal to email. Okay, so it will be, this value will be stored as an email whatever we enter here in the email form basically. So again let's do same for the password, request dot post password. Okay, and we don't want this. So now we have email and password. So we will try to find the user by this email and password. So user is equal to auth.authenticate with email is equal to email and password is equal to password. Okay, And if there is a user, let's import this auth first. Let's import that. So from Django dot sorry, so from Django dot country we have to import auth here. Okay, why it is not working? Okay, this is because of here. So let's complete this code. So if user is not none, okay, it means if there is anything inside the user, then login auth.login request user, login that user with whatever this inside this user, okay, and also return redirect to home page, redirect home, okay. Else, within else block, what we will enter is so if there is an error, let's store the particular error in this messages. Error request uh, something like invalid login credential, okay, and we will return back to login. Why? Because there is an error while doing the login process, so it will be on the same login page with an error, okay. So now let's check what is happening. Now let's enter the @gmail. If you haven't registered this user, you have to create the one first by this sign up form, okay. So don't know why this is a error is happening even if I have entered right credentials, so I think there is mistake. Okay, so there is a mistake that this Django's default authenticate system will always try to log in with the username and password, not by an email. So we have to give here username. So instead of changing everything in this login form and here, we will just change uh, here, like let's give username. And what is inside our username? Basically in our registration form, uh, I think it is inside our forms. So forms. So you can see this username is equal to email dot split by and the first one in that list. So we basically are collecting the, suppose we have registered this email, okay, in the register form. So whatever before this at the rate will be our username. So if you want to check, let's go to admin. uh, card. So inside the user we have this deep and the username for it is deep, okay. So let me register one another user so it will be easier for you. Deep123 @gmail.com, okay. .com 123 whatever 123 and 123. So while registering, I have entered this deep123 @gmail.com. So before this at the rate we have a deep123, so that will be stored inside our username, okay. Registration successful, and let's refresh this so you can see the username is deep123, okay. So while doing login, we have to just give our username, the 123, sorry, not username but email. It will automatically fetch the username. Why? Because we are doing this in our views. We are doing the same thing what that we have done in our forms here, like email dot split it by at the rate and the first index we are accessing, okay, in that list particular. So this split give will give us a list, like it will split the value whatever before the at the rate and whatever after the at the rate. And so we have two items inside our list and we are accessing the first one, okay. Let's go to our views, copy this and go to views, and instead of this email just paste this thing. From email we are basically collecting the username, okay, like this. So now refresh this and enter an email and password. So you can see it is working now, okay. Now it is taking a username instead of email, okay. So just keep this thing in your mind that auth.login always want an username and password, not an email and password, okay. So here we have changed that and important. No, we haven't changed. So let's change here important to error, okay. So while signing, it is not working. We have to make this clickable, like register, okay. So let's go to navbar. Inside navbar, here sign in button, okay. So for before changing this, let's go to register login. Mm, let's enter wrong password, okay. So here you can see this error instead of the important. This is because of we have changed here important to alert, okay. So now let's go to navbar changes. So here we will use our condition. So what we exactly want is, if we are logged in. Now we are logged in, but it's still showing this sign in option. So we don't want this thing, okay. After successful logging, it should be like welcome guest and log out and register, okay. So let's do this, okay. So let's apply here a condition after this class, okay, after this div. So if user.id, okay, if user.id is none, let's cut this else, and if and paste it here after this end of the div. So if user id is none, then we want something like this, okay. If there is not any user inside this user, then it should be like welcome guest, sign in and register. So what if there is an user? So for that let's go to else block. Inside else block, just copy this and paste it here. So welcome, instead of this welcome guest, what we want is user dot first name. Okay, it should be like welcome deep or whatever we have given while registering. And inside this sign in, we don't want this sign in now. Okay, so what we'll do is just type here a dashboard. Okay, dashboard, and nothing should be here. And also this instead of this register, we want logout, and here logout URL. Okay, we will go on this logout view later. First of all, let's check it if it is working or not. Let's refresh this. You can see here welcome deep dashboard and logout. Okay, so this is our logout page currently. We will fix it. And if we are not logged out, I mean not logged in, then see what happens. Sign up, login, go back. Mm, how can we log out now? So we are logged in by this. Okay, let's make this inactive and see what happens. Nothing is happening here. I think we have to implement make this logout view clickable. Let's go to our logout view. Okay, and inside this we have to fix that logout, like let's auth.logout, just like that auth.login. Okay, it will log out the user. You have to just remember these functions. Messages dot success, we want your logged out. Okay, and go to login. Okay, not render but redirect. So now after clicking logout button, it will show us a message this you're logged out, and it will redirect us to login page. Let's click this. No reverse match. Okay, what is the error saying? I think we have to enter one thing here. Login required, and login URL should be login. So we have to import this. What this will do, if so when user is logged in, then only this function will run. Okay, so that's why we are using that this login required. We have to import this login required. Let's see. Okay, auth decorators login required. Now refresh this. So now you can see here sign in and register. So let's go. This should be fixed. Go to register. Go to login. Let's go to what is happening. 1 2 invalid. Okay, so we have to register with. We have to log in with different thing or different ID. 1 2 3. Okay, we have to begin. Now we are logged in. You can see welcome the dashboard and logout. So let's click on this logout. So if still it is not working, don't know why, what is happening. Reverse for WSGI request cat accounts logout not found. Let's go to our views. Okay, so we have this mistake that after redirect we have to just give that URL name, not request. Okay, so now let's check. Okay, so you can see this message, you are logged out, and also this dashboard is gone. Okay, let's log in again. The 123 at the rate gmail.com 123 enter, and okay, now I have logged in. Log out. Okay, so I think we have to make this sign in button clickable. So for that, let's go to navbar. Inside navbar, here we have set sign in, and here let's use URL for login. Refresh it, and let's click on this sign in, and you are in the sign in page. Okay, login page. Register, sign in. Let's sign in again. What is happening? Sign in and dashboard logout. Okay, so now it is perfect. So this login required is nothing, but it is basically saying that if the user is logged in, then only this view should be run. Okay, otherwise this view is not should not be accessed. That's the thing, not anything else. And the login URL is login. So let me give this example so that you can understand this. Suppose if anyone is trying to access like logout. Okay, logout. So now it is logged out. Okay, because we were already logged in, but when what happens now, let's see. You can see that it is redirecting us to login page. This is why, because we weren't logged in. Okay, so if user is already logged in, then uh, run this logout function. Otherwise, redirect it to this login function. I mean login page. Okay, just it means just run this login URL. So now let's try it again. Not 1 2 3. mm, 3 at the rate gmail.com 1 2 3. So now we are logged in. Okay. So now if we try to access this URL, then what happens? Accounts logout. Then we are now logged out. Okay. It means this function was executed. And again, if we try to access that URL logout, now it is redirecting us to login page. This is why, because here we have defined this login URL. Okay, so it is important. Okay, so let's keep this video until this, and if you have any query or any doubt, just comment it down and I will surely help you. So see you in the next video, guys. Thank you very much.